Hey guys, welcome to a very special review. We're calling this Unfiltered Real World because we're going to give you the real world dope. Now this review would normally live on TFL Now, but we're doing it here on Truck because we want to get your opinion. And to do that review, we've got a very special truck, Andre. What is it?
Well, it's a brand new 2019 Ram 1500, but it's a Tradesman. You guys have been asking us to review less expensive trucks, and this is exactly what it is. It's a crew cab 4x4. And we also have a surprise guest.
Yes, we do. And in this review, we're going to take it on the highway. We're going to give you the 0 to 60 time with 4 people at a mile above sea level because that's a real world review.
Right.
We're going to talk about the interior. We're going to talk about the exterior. We're going to talk about what's under the hood. So let's start with that, Andre. I'm going to go pop the hood for you.
All right, let's pop the hood and check this out. This Tradesman has the chrome package, so you got the chrome grille and the chrome bumper. It's really bright. It's not my favorite. I don't like so much chrome. But under the hood is something special because you've seen us test V8 engines all the time, right? But this is a good old 3.6 liter V6 Pentastar, but it's not just any Pentastar because check this out. Can you see this down here? That's the electric motor generator. This is an e-torque system. Every V6 Ram for 2019 for the new generation comes with an e-torque system, and it improves your fuel economy 24 on the highway. That's really good for a full size.
Yeah, and it makes it basically a mild hybrid, right?
Yes.
And I was asking Ram, why didn't they actually incorporate the e-torque system into the engine? So like Honda initially had an electric motor
Like
that
sandwiched between the transmission?
Yeah, and why do they hang it on the outside of the engine? And they said that they thought that was a much more efficient way of doing it. I think that it allows them to actually do it not just on this engine, but on the bigger Hemi, and it also allows them not to have to redesign the entire engine.
Yeah, but also, I mean, there are different electric motors, right? This provides up to 90 pound-feet of torque more, but it only to the engine, to the V6. But it only works at like stop-start or just to get the truck moving. You cannot run this truck on electricity alone.
No.
It has a very small lithium-ion battery, which is behind the rear seat. So this is not like a pure hybrid, it's a mild hybrid.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any more power per se. What it does give you is stop-start and 2 MPG basically.
Better efficiency.
Yeah. So let's talk about styling now. Of course, Ram has been known to have that semi-truck styling for the longest time. So you had the lights in the lower part of the grille, and then you had this big grille, and then you had the rest of the basic hood. Now they've kind of shrunk all that down. It still has that semi-truck styling, but it's much more elegant. A lot more chrome, a lot more compact. You know, to my eye, Andre, this is almost a little too elegant. I kind of like the more semi-trucky Rams of the past, but I'm kind of starting to like it. How about you?
I don't like the chrome. I like the Rebel grille better. You know, the black look of the Rebel grille, I think that's where it's at, or at least paint it.
Yeah, why don't you show them the rest of the truck?
Yeah, just come around. So this truck is now 4 inches longer wheelbase-wise. A lot of it goes to the cab, 3 inches more interior legroom. But this particular truck also has a towing package. So you got big towing mirrors. This is basically a single post mirror that you saw on previous generation trucks. But it's incorporated here in the brand new truck. And check out the bed really quick before we need to start driving, right?
Yeah, we gotta drive.
So this is a shorter wheelbase, shorter bed option. But look, it's got tie-down tracks. Also has lights. Let me just quickly show you. So it has the lights here in the bed and also the tie-down system. So I think we need to find out how it drives.
Yeah, I agree. And let's introduce our special guest. So why don't you get behind the wheel? I'll get behind you, Andre, and let's jump in the truck and let's do a little bit of driving.
Okay. Here you go, cameraman. I'll help you out.
Hey guys, look who's in here with us.
Hey, what in the world? What are you doing in my truck?
Yes, it's Mr. Truck, our special guest reviewer on this first ever Unfiltered Real World review.
You know what's cool about this is we can put 6 people in here. This middle console folds up as a seat.
Yeah, show us.
That's my favorite configuration is having 6 seats.
Look, there's a storage bin here in the middle, and there's also a storage underneath.
Holy cow, and then you got trays, you got storage bins everywhere. Well, in the back seat, there's a storage bin on each side, too. So you can put a 6-pack on each side on the floor.
So you could put 6 people in here, and the great thing is they've added 4 inches, and all that room is basically in the back of the truck here. I mean, look how much room I have, Ken.
That's limousine style.
I can't even touch my knees to the back of Andre's seat. It's so much room,
And
Andre.
you're a pretty tall dude.
I am pretty tall.
We can get some tall lot lizards now.
Okay, let's go. So still a knob shifter, dial shifter, but it's an 8-speed automatic transmission. The transmission's been slightly updated, and this one is different from the V8 one. The V8 one is rated for higher torque. Obviously, the V8 engine produces a lot more torque.
Right. I like the knob configuration. It has everything there, the four-wheel drive system, and you can shut off the automatic shut off on the engine. That is cool. It's all right there when you get to it.
When you get e-torque, you automatically got start stop.
Yeah.
And you know how people hate this, right?
Right. And you shut it off there, and it's very handy. Look, the
down
brake
here.
controller is in a very good place too. This has the towing package. So you got the Class 3 receiver hitch, the brake controller, you got the towing mirrors, you got all that stuff. And I actually like this package. This is a work truck.
It's on.
It's not going to work.
No, it's good.
Is it going to work?
Yeah, it's good.
Right.
We're going to reset it when we're going to do a little 0 to 60 as well.
Right, now this Tradesman is a work truck, but this one's a loaded work truck with the chrome mirrors. It's got carpet inside. It's got all the things in the tread for cargo management. I actually like this package, and it's it's a good look. I love the grill on this thing.
Yeah.
It's even got a power sliding rear window on the back of it.
Wait, what?
Power sliding rear window.
Let's show it. But this is a tradesman package.
I know, and it's very loaded.
All right, for a tradesman package, you got the Monroney. How much does it cost?
I mean, as it sits.
Well, this one, the Monroney is $44,275.
Can you show that with Roman? Can you show that over there?
$44,275.
So that, some people may say that's a lot of
What does
money.
it start with? What's the base price?
Oh,
$37,995.
yeah. Now this has that 3.6 V6, but it's also got a 355 axle ratio. So we'll have to find out how much we can tow with it, because this is actually kind of set up for towing.
Well, we were just with the lead chief engineer, right, Roman, in Texas. We were at a different event where all the trucks were being shown, and he said for the V6, max towing is around 7,700 pounds, but of course it varies with the four-wheel drive system, a little bit lower.
So here's a question, boys. So we're going to break 10 seconds merging onto this highway. Keep in mind we're a mile above sea level, and we've got 4 big boys in the truck.
Okay.
V6,
All right, Andre, you about to go? All right,
Yeah, I'm going to go, guys.
Go for
ready?
it. Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, here we
clear.
go.
You're
We're
clear.
merging.
We're merging. Real world merging.
Don't run over any bicycles. We're in Boulder.
Whoa, it revs over 6,000 RPM. It's like 6,400 RPM, guys.
Wow, that's high.
Oh, we didn't break 10.
What did we get? 11?
10.37.
Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
You know what? I'm impressed.
So we just did one of these reviews over on TFL Now for the Kia Forte.
Yeah.
This truck is faster, actually.
Oh, really?
With 4 people, 4 guys.
With 4 big guys in it. Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Wow.
Big old heavy four-wheel drive, too. I've always wondered about the windshields on these. They keep getting smaller and smaller. Pretty soon you're just going to have a camera in front of you. But to me, this is a smaller windshield than like what Ford has.
Yeah, and it's also very raked, right? It's very steep. It looks almost like a sports car windshield. It's not very straight up.
Yeah, they do so many things for fuel mileage, and I'm sure that's one of them.
Andre, is it comfortable? How does it drive?
Oh man, it's really nice. The seats are cloth, right? This is a tradesman. This is no leather. We don't have a lot of options. How big is the screen?
5-inch.
But the driving position is good. I like any new Ram driving position.
Right. And actually, this has got cruise. It's got tilt. It's got tilt and telescoping wheel.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look, you got power windows. A work truck with power windows, power tilt, cruise control. That's a pretty loaded work truck for the tradesman here. This one's a nice package.
Now,
go ahead, Roman.
Now, of course, these trucks are often discounted at the dealership. So these numbers that we're giving you are the numbers that are on the Monroney. But if you go to a dealership, you probably can get some cash back on these things. So yes, we know that even though the Monroney says it's over 40,000, in real world, this is probably less money.
You guys, can you hear the engine?
By the way, a green
What
Andre.
engine?
No.
There's an engine?
No, it starts stop. But listen, just really quiet.
You got a car behind you. That's a real world review, all right?
Yeah.
Did you feel any shudder, any noise from the start?
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I think they're doing a really good job with the e-torque.
Yeah.
Really smooth.
All right, now we're going to go on this rough road that kind of goes down to a residential section. So let's see what the ride is like when the road gets a little bit tougher, because really these trucks often, the tradesman version, were kind of rough, right? They had the
Dirt roads, everything.
Yeah, they had the least common
But this
suspension
is
setup.
4-corner coil.
Yeah.
And this is a progressive coil, so the springs are closer together on one end and further apart. So actually, it resists the load better than they did before. So they've done a lot of that just new this year. And the 6-bolt wheels is new this year. And these are 18-inch wheels. They're good-looking aluminum wheels.
Yeah, you get a lot of bells and whistles on this truck for being a workman truck.
Yeah, look at it. I got what, 4 USB connections down there. Where is that?
Yeah,
Inside
you
there?
can't quite see it, but
Yeah.
it's down below here, so you
4
can
of
plug
them.
in.
How many did that Toyota have the other day?
Yeah, I was just in a Tundra that had actually one in the front and one in the back, the new Tundra. So 4 is pretty good. And you know, work trucks are the office space for the guy who's using it, right? And so connectivity, I think, is very important because this is also your office, not just your truck. What do you think of this ride? We're going kind of a pretty...
Yeah, this is the roughest point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is actually decent. Now, this is a half ton, so they ride better than 3/4 ton. But I like it. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of patchwork here. This is doing pretty well.
I think you gotta see it in the camera because we have a handheld camera basically with some little bit of stabilization, but I think this is one of the better rides
As a tradesman
in the
even-
class.
Yeah, you're probably right there. Is this tradesman even available with an air ride at all?
I don't think. I think you have to step up to other like Bighorn and.
Okay.
But you know what I
and-
find kind of hard to swallow, if I'm being honest?
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that the built-in brake controller is an option. I think it should just be standard on every
Oh,
truck.
if it's a work truck.
Yeah, exactly. Right? It's weird that that's optional and that you have to pay extra for it.
For the which control?
I agree with you.
The
Roman.
built-in brake controller.
I thought that was.
I think that's done really to bring the starting price way down.
Yeah.
Right, because you want to advertise those, you know, very inexpensive prices, and then I mean, if you have a delivery like a delivery van, maybe your delivery truck, maybe you're not towing.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can think of.
Now this is the 4x4. Do we have a locking rear diff, Andre?
I don't see anything
No,
on
we do
here for
not.
locking
No.
diff.
No, so we don't. So we have a basic 4x4 with open diffs.
Yeah, basically.
So it'd be good in the snow, might be good on a dirt road, but if you wanted to go and do some like mudding with it or off-roading,
Or climbing.
you'd probably be better off to go with something that has a locking rear diff, maybe like the Rebel version of this.
Well, this does have a hill start to set. Well, if you could add locking rear to this, it couldn't cost that much. But I'm sure that's an option available on this. This one has this weird thing. What's it called? It's called rain brake support. What in the world's a rain brake support?
When the brakes are wet, I think it actually squeezes the rotor just a little to dry it
Oh,
You know,
that's
before
right.
you-
I remember something about that.
before you actually
Yeah.
put the full braking force on it. So other vehicles have that similar system as well.
Well, I remember them talking about now that you mentioned at the Ram event when we started driving these 19s. But this is quiet too, you know, it's not loud at all for a work truck. A lot of times they don't have the same insulation package and you hear more road noise. But this I think is good. I think the road noise is very well dampened on this.
I agree. And Andre, what does it say in terms of what kind of fuel economy we're getting driving around? Can you get to that screen?
As of now,
Yeah.
maybe we'll show it when we stop, but right now, 54 miles in, and Mr. Truck has been driving it today. 19.6 is
19?
the average city and highway.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
decent.
phenomenal for a
Yeah.
full-size truck. I remember not that long ago, 14 was good for a full-size truck, and we're almost at 20 now.
Yeah, we're almost 19.6 real world number. What do you guys think about the interior overall? I mean, because Ram has a wide range of interiors, right?
You know, I'm impressed, Andre. I think I was expecting a lot more hard plastics, and everything I kind of touch is pretty
This
soft.
is soft.
Well, this is all hard plastic. The doors are all hard plastic. The dash is hard plastic. It's still mostly plastic, but that's a work truck. That way you can wipe it all off.
And I love the fact that we have rear vents back here,
Yeah.
keeping us nice and cool. We have a little bit of a cubby hole. What's weird is I don't have a pocket in the seat. That's kind of a weird thing. How hard would it be to have a pocket? You know, they're pretty useful.
Yeah.
I also don't have anything I can...
No cup holders
No
there?
cup holder, no armrest. But I do have electric windows, and I do have tinted windows. Look at the size of this window. It's enormous.
You realize this is a work truck, right?
I realize it's a work truck, but people still drink and work, Kent, right? They still have to be sitting back here and want, you know, some Gatorade after a long day of working.
I suppose. Well, they got that big hole in the seat there for the floor. You can put a whole six-pack of Gatorade in the seat on the floor. Open up that door.
So we're going to pull back into the office now. We're going to park it again where we had it. And guys, we're going to do a buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it rating on this truck. So I want your honest opinion. I want to know if you would recommend that people buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, given not the price that it probably sells at, but the price that's on the Monroney, because that's the number we use for these reviews.
Yeah, let's use that price, 44.
Andre,
right?
you brought a tape measure. What's that for?
I was going to measure the screen,
Yeah?
but Ken tells me it's 5.5.
Well, it's 5. It's actually, the Maroni tells you it's 5.
Oh, really? Let's measure the screen because this is a small.
Yeah, it's 5.
That's 5 inches here.
Yeah.
It does have reverse camera still.
Yeah, it does.
it's now required.
It does. I think there's a lot on this truck for a work truck.
Look, you can zoom in.
Yes, I mean I'm impressed with how well it's equipped for what it is.
All right.
Way. Okay, let's go rate it.
Yeah, think about your
Let's all go outside.
think about your reviews.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst ourselves. Okay.
Okay.
I really like that. I actually like that better now than the
Who's gonna go first?
crosshair.
All right, come on over here, guys.
Who's gonna go first?
I'll go first. So on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, I'm going to give this truck a buy it. I think it's a really good truck. I think style-wise, they hit it out of the ballpark. I'd like to see a little bit more manliness, but in general, I think that the truck does everything that it needs to do, plus a lot more. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a buy it. How about you, Ken?
Well, I like the truck. I love the look. I love the grill. I really think this is a well-equipped truck for a work truck. I'm impressed with it, but I'm going to lease it. The only reason I'm going to lease it is because that new e-torque is new. And if it comes out to have a problem a year from now, I don't want to own it. I want to give it back to them at the end of the 3 years or whatever it is. So as much as I like this truck, the way it's equipped with that engine, I would lease it.
And you, Andre?
I am buy.
And why?
The only hesitation is the chrome. So if I was to buy this truck, which I'm recommending, I'll plastic dip it, I'll paint it, I'll put another grill on it. But fuel efficiency is there.
Yep.
I love fuel efficiency in the truck. Speed, I was impressed with the 10.3 seconds with 4 of us.
Yeah.
And also its usability, its size is great. Buy.
All right, guys, this has been our very first unfiltered real world review. Now, as you can tell, it's kind of, well, it's real world. We did no cutting in this
raw.
video. It's raw. It's just, you know, the way that it came out. And we wanted to do that on purpose because we wanted you to see our honest opinion the first time we get behind the wheel of a new truck. So if you like this type of review, let us know in the comments below. If you don't like it, let us know. And we'll be doing more of these, and they'll probably live on TFL Now from now on.
Yeah.
But we want to do the first one on truck because we wanted to get your opinion. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Ken, for coming along.
Where can they find you?
MrTruck.com. Now, real world, that means we have to at least say one cuss word on this video.
I think you already went there.
Oh.
All right, go back and play the tape again and see if you can find it. All right. As always, this is Roman and Andre and Kent, Mr. Truck saying, check out TFLtruck.com for more news, views, and of course,
Real world unfiltered reviews.
see you guys next time. Ciao.